Hello, everybody. Today we are talking about the debilitation of Mars as part of the Debilitated Planets Masterclass. Mars is debilitated at 28 degrees Cancer. And how does it affect and how can we deal with it? Hello, I'm Komilla Sutton, and we are doing the Debilitated Planets Masterclass. And I am thanking you again for my 20,000 subscriptions. That is just wonderful. And also, if you're new here, do remember to subscribe and press the bell notification. I post regularly, at least 2 videos a week. I do transits and tutorials and lots more. So do be part of my community. Thank you very much. And so let's talk about debilitation of Mars. Now, Mars gets debilitated once every 2 years because Mars goes around the Zodiac in 2 years. So by the time it comes into Cancer, it will not do that every year, once every 2 years. And it can stay in Cancer for about 1.5 months. And it can stay longer if it retrogrades in Cancer. So if you have Mars in Cancer for you, then, it is debilitated. It is of course, depending on the area in Cancer where it is. So first thing is there that the exact debilitation of Mars is in 28 degrees of Cancer in Ashlesha Nakshatra, in the last pada, the Pisces pada of Ashlesha Nakshatra. However, we tend to think that Mars in Cancer is debilitated, but you can look at these factors. And then what is interesting about Mars is that immediately after its debilitation, it goes into Leo, where it's in full power. So don't think that Mars in Cancer is powerless. It's only not behaving as it is meant to behave, because Mars is a warrior. He's a Kshatriya. He's not afraid of anything. In Cancer, he doesn't want to fight. He wants to avoid the situation. Remember, Cancer is the crab. So Mars in Cancer will go sideways, move sideways, doesn't want to take any decision or be aggressive, or it will, keep on avoiding any confrontation till its back is against the wall, and then they will come out in a very big way. So therefore, they don't get it right, how to get their point of view across, how to deal with the situation. It is important to understand this quality. I don't feel that one should try to change what you are, but one understands that quality, that is there. When you meet people with strong Mars, you see how motivated they are. They can sort out everything and they will not be afraid. You say something, they'll fight with you, argue with you, but not Mars in Cancer. So he's more gentle and more softer energy of Mars. But don't get it wrong. It is, when the time comes, they can fight as good as anybody else. The other point of Mars in Cancer is that, you see, Mars is the warrior. Why he's debilitated in his friend's house? Moon is a friend of Mars. Because warriors are supposed to live in uncomfortable situations. They're supposed to be hardy, able to face any difficulty. Mars in Cancer wants luxury, comfort, nurturing. That is not what a warrior is supposed to do. So that is one aspect where Mars gets too comfort loving, too easygoing. And that may be quite good for Mars, but it's just that is one other problem. And then the third thing I notice about Mars in Cancer is that it is wastes its energy. because Cancer Mars is fire, and it's got a lot of energy. In the water sign, that energy has got diluted. So Mars can waste its energy. It can do too many things. There are too many prongs in the fire. There are too many things happening. And so the energy is getting wasted and nothing is being done. So a very good remedy for Mars in Cancer is to focus on a few things and keep your focus there. And that will help you a lot, because otherwise you are wasting your energy, and then you feel I have no energy to give because you wasted it. Mars is the planet of energy. Sun and Mars are the two planets of energy. When we are looking at health astrology, if you have a strong Mars, if you have a strong Sun, then you have a very good immune system, ability to fight disease, sort out issues. But if Sun, I made a separate video for the Sun, but let's look at Mars just now. If you have a debilitated Mars, your energy levels will be down. So it is very important to exercise, to keep your energy up, to eat the right food, and also to understand that maybe you won't have the same amount of energy as somebody with Mars in Leo or Mars in Aries may have. Of course, I am talking all this because I know Mars in Cancer. I have Mars in Cancer myself. So I have dealt with it, and I did all the remedies that I'm advising you, and it has really helped. And I don't have a lot of energy, but it appears I have a lot of energy. I don't do much sport. I like to watch sport, but I won't participate in it. So Mars in Cancer, maybe is a more thinking Mars rather than active Mars. So it's not, don't get me wrong, it's not that you're not doing anything, but over the years, I also realized that I had to focus on things and be very conscious of the energy. So when Mars Dasha or Bhukti come, and if you have Mars debilitated, then that is very important to watch out for that time, your health, your general energy. And then, as I said, that it is really, really important to check how the planet is doing in Shadbal, in Ashtaka Varga, in Vimshopak. I was recently looking at somebody's Mars, it was so powerful in Shadbal. It was so powerful in Vimshopak, in all the three things. So it was not really Mars in Cancer. So you look at it and you get upset, oh, my Mars is in Cancer, it's debilitated. You have to look at what is the other supporting elements in it, and not just see the Rashi chart, but obviously the Rashi is important, but it is not the only thing. You have to look at all the other aspects of it. Then a cancellation of debilitation of Mars. Mars gets debilitated in Cancer. So Moon can cancel the debilitation, and Jupiter gets exalted in Cancer. So Jupiter can cancel the debilitation. So if they are in Kendra or in aspecting Mars, they will cancel if they are exalted. So let's say if Mars and Jupiter are in Cancer, Jupiter is exalted, Mars is debilitated, or Moon is in Cancer. That's a straightforward cancellation. If Mars is exalted by Navamsha, that he can be, then that is also a cancellation. So look at the cancellation of debilitation as well. Most softwares will tell you that whether the cancellation is there or not. Actually, one of the questions that has come to me is that retrograde Mars in Cancer, is that still debilitated? Actually, retrograde planets are very strong, but they are very close to Earth. So they appear strong, yet you must think about retrograde as something different. You know, they've got a little twist, they're a little unusual, think outside the box. So I used to think that retrograde, when Pan goes retrograde, it cancels. But now I have come to the conclusion that no, it's still retrograde, but it's a bit quirky. Different. You can listen to my retrograde masterclass and learn more about Mars there. So I don't feel that retrograde Mars will do a cancellation of debilitation. Then the transit Mars. Now, transit Mars means that once every 2 years, all of us will experience Mars by debilitation. And so does it affect us? Sometimes you don't feel anything. Of course, if your own Mars is debilitated, it's doubling down on that energy. But you can look at what houses it rules in your chart and how that will affect you. In the retrograde, what you have to be careful is the day Mars turns retrograde and then day he goes direct. Mars in Cancer, if you are Aries or you are Scorpio, then he is your Lagna Lord or your Moon Lord. So it is very important to watch that transit because your energy levels are down, your confidence is down. You may not be doing exactly what you're meant to do. So take care around that time. That is most important. But this, you have to look at what house he rules and what other aspects are there. Now, one thing about Mars in Cancer is that the last bit of Cancer is Gandanta. So you can have Mars in Cancer in Gandanta. You see, 28 degrees is not Gandanta, but if it is 29 degrees, 12 to 30 degrees, then Mars in Cancer can be debilitated and Gandanta. So, that's a double challenge. So it can be unsettled as well. So it's very important to watch that exact degree of Mars debilitation. If it's 28 degrees, it is just debilitated. But Mars is one of the few planets that can get Gandanta by debilitation. So we do need to watch for that. So what about the remedies for Mars? I already told you that you have to focus on things. You have to focus and take care that you are not wasting your energy. Edit your life once a year. Think about what you're just taking on unnecessarily and, edit it. Take 2, 3, 4 things that are important to you, and you'll see you'll add more because that is the nature of Mars in Cancer. Because water keeps on consuming. Then, as far as your health is concerned, take proper exercise, eat proper food, vitamins, take the sun, give yourself a daily routine. Mars in Cancer is not very disciplined. Mars in Capricorn is disciplined. So you want to add discipline to your life and, think about that. That will be not just always indulging yourself, and to add discipline to your life. That would be very good. Mars deities are Lord Murughan, Lord Hanuman. So if you have a temple near you, you can go and visit them as well and pray to them and get help for yourself. But, Mars, you focus, watch your health, watch your discipline. I would say those are the best things you can do for a debilitated Mars. And I can tell you, I know it because I have it myself. So thank you. And do remember to subscribe, press the bell notification. I appreciate you a lot.